Okay, so let's go to Hawks Cry Cliff. Make some progress with this main story quest. Southern Rosaria.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Bloodlines.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Well, what the hell is with our mother then? I don't understand why she's even bothering. Like, what's her purpose?
Ready, girl?
Yeah. Why does she have so much power? Like, who is she? She's someone. She just been hiding who she really is. How could she just betray us and then join the Empire? I guess I don't know. And then just have all this power. Like, why do people even listen to her? Right? You would think that as soon as she betrayed us, whoever she sided with would just kill her immediately. Why keep her along? No need to kill those guys. Although these guys are much tougher now. Level 24. Maybe we should take some time to kill some of them. I mean, we're at level 26, so it's not like we're falling behind. You have a slight bit of a lead if these enemies or anything to go off of. But I definitely don't want to lose it. Oh, we're going in the wrong direction. Oops, wrong direction. I don't know how that happened. Well, it's a good thing we have this chocobo now. Why is my chocobo slower than her chocobo? Can't believe that chocobo is outpacing me.
Time to fight.
Nope, no time to fight. I wonder if we... Such a weird chocobo design. Why did they decide to pick those colors? I wonder if that bird is... Kind of looks familiar. I wonder if he's like one of the birds you see
Mockery of justice is
in
what
Final
it
Fantasy
is.
VII,
Lord Elwyn would
with
never
the
have stood
golden
for
saucer.
this.
Quiet, you! Thought they were loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
Amber.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know if us
Heard
doing
you the
anything here
first
is going
time.
to turn out well for these guys. Even if we go and kill those Black Shields, might
You're a
put all
long
these
way
other
from
people
home,
in
aren't you?
harm's way. Cobalt tassels increases limit break generation amount by 6% while taking damage. The night terrors.
You won't be disappointed.
Just the potion.
I suppose we won't be seeing you again.
I mean, we have 60,000 gil, but damn. Those, that music we can buy for the jukebox, still pretty expensive.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 104
Interesting.
legions?
I wonder if those were the Black Shields that we killed. Or are they talking about some other ones? I don't think we stole any supplies, so maybe they're talking about somebody else.
You seen them,
But
didn't
who?
you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was the Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
Yeah, it's probably going to be us. So is us.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
Or Joshua.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another Eastpool.
Then we shall be on our way.
Well, I mean, he's a coward, but he's at least smart about it. Eastpool was a disaster.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Yeah, that is a mistake.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do?
Oh,
Perhaps the
interesting.
next village will yield more answers.
Is that what's
Perhaps.
going on? Is there really somebody else? A third party member? I guess let's go this way. Why not?
Come on.
We haven't gone in this direction, so we might as well
Fly,
go.
Ambrosia.
Better
This
than
pass
going
will
back
take us
the
through
other
the
way.
mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Perfect. Fallen Hunter. Ooh, hold on.
Since the apothecary, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
I didn't realize he can
What do you
attack.
think is waking them? The mother crystals collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Yeah, let's dismount.
Be safe.
It's too slow. Those are so weird. What the hell are they? You guys just seem so out of place here.
Good girl.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It'd be nice if they would stay and fight with us. You know, when we dismount. But I guess not. Let's just run away from these guys. No point getting on and off our chokebow. Although they probably don't want us to use a chokebow here. It's not easy to move around. Oh, the Black Shields.
More
Hey there.
of my mother's men.
And my fire ability is on cooldown. That's unfortunate. Well, I don't know who else is killing these Black Shield guys, but it seems like anybody can be killing them. Don't seem to be that difficult, to be honest. And look at that, they got killed by a small whirlwind, or a little tiny tornado. How strong can they really be? Bet you I can kill them with my chokebow.
Faster!
Oh, damn it. Okay. I was gonna
deserve a
run
rest.
past these guys, but usually stuff inside a chest definitely worth looking at. So let's not skip out on this. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm sure. Actually, can we pick stuff up like that during a fight? It'd be interesting to know. Nope. Yeah, it's not like a normal item. Or we can just kind of run past it.
Good girl.
Oh, that guy didn't even wake up. Is this an enemy? Oh, we must have. Oh, that guy must be dead already. Kind of weird. More Black Shields.
Straight home now.
Why are these guys all over the place? There is somebody killing them. You know, other than me. must have missed that attack. Sure as hell did not like these flying enemies. That was a pain in the ass to kill. Although that deadly embrace is pretty OP when it comes to attacking those guys. Yeah, we're almost. Oh, we're almost there. There's no point in us summoning our Chocobo, but of course we got into this fight. Wonderful. I suppose it's not bad. You know, experience or ability points. I'll take it. Oop, cutscene.
Blood, Clive.
That's a lot of blood too. Looks like somebody went overboard. Who do we got here?
You were told to stay in your homes.
Ah, more of these guys.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
Are these things that the original Shields said? Is that why he's so pissed off?
Shield of Rosaria.
Yeah, that must be something the Shields of Rosaria said. Dude, this... Our mother's like... It's bad enough that our mother's like getting all these people killed, but it's like... The fact that she has them reciting something that other people recited, you know, in the Kingdom of Rosaria. It's like psychotic. Like worse than anything you can ever imagine.
Enough.
I would be fine with her becoming the final boss, or her just being the final boss. It'd be awesome. She deserves it. It's amazing how quick she pissed me off. Like 2 or 3 hours into the game, and I was already like hating this woman. I didn't like her from the beginning, to be honest. She was an asshole from the beginning.
Tell me what I want, and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Aldil. Guardians of the Flame.
I love him spilling the beans.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
I mean, dude was already dead. Could have just kept his mouth shut. Makes like no sense for him to talk to us. Like we literally killed them. Killed him and his buddies. And you're like seconds away from dying. You might as well just keep your mouth shut at that point. What do you expect us to do? Toss you a potion and then just keep stabbing you? Everybody knows potions and Phoenix Downs don't work inside of cutscenes.
Death.
Yeah, he said he'd make it quick, but the guy died on his own.
Found her.
Damn, what is this, Resident Evil? Kind of reminds me of that first village we saw in the demo.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I'm telling you,
I
man.
don't know.
Psychotic.
I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
Something's going on with Jill. Hopefully it's
We
nothing
can't
too
leave from
serious.
here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Hopefully she doesn't end up betraying us. I don't think my heart can take it if Jill betrays us. Hopefully she's just got her own demons that she's struggling with. And maybe at some point we'll help her deal with it like she helped us with ours. Oh, case to look around. Goblin coin. We have been picking up some stuff that seems like it would only be useful to us to sell. I wonder how much, like we picked, we did some quests, and in some of those quests we got some item called a gill bug. You know, typical items in RPGs that are given to you instead of money.
We're approaching Buick Bridge.
But are only meant
No,
for
I
you to
doubt the
sell.
Empire
So
would let us cross over to Rosalith.
I wonder how much you can sell them for. No. I mean, we have good money at the moment, and there's really nothing for us to buy unless we want to. I mean, there's all that music that we can buy, which would be nice, but it's really expensive, and I don't want to waste all my money on it. Maybe if we have like a reliable way to make money, then maybe I'll start buying some of those things. But at the moment, let us not.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Hush, no. You didn't hear nothing.
In honor of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have to sneak in.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
If we have to go in that direction, I'm not actually sure. I wish there was like a zoom in feature so I can like zoom in. Let's see, is that? Yep, that is the castle. Actually, I wonder if our mother is actually. I wonder if she took over the place. I thought she like betrayed us and went to the Empire or the Imperial Army, wherever she went. I thought that's where she went. And I thought she stayed there.
Ready, go?
It'd be kind of surprising if she actually came back. Betrayed us and then took over the former kingdom. Why'd she give up the power? I don't know if she gave up the power, right? I mean, she was
The
married.
Lazarus. What happened to this place?
I mean, I don't really
My mother
understand her
happened.
motives.
The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
I mean, she was concerned
We're
with
not
like
alone.
your bloodline and all that, and I don't know what her background is or why she betrayed us. I really don't
That's the
understand
main
it.
gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
I think maybe it had something to do with bloodline. I don't think it was explained too much. There might have been a couple words mentioned on it when she came to the Phoenix Gate after everything that happened. I mean, she's the reason our father is dead, and the reason that Joshua almost died. I mean, we thought he was dead for the whole time. And I guess technically she did save our life after trying to kill us. So I don't think she gave up any power. She might have killed everybody, you know, because I don't think she was technically in power, right? I guess technically our father was in power. So maybe she betrayed him to get control over whatever he had and have some cooperation with the Empire.
Have mercy.
Maybe she works under them. I don't know. But she's in control of this little area.
Voice friends dogs they are.
I'm sure we'll find
Ignore us forever.
out more about it later.
Or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
More than enough room to sit in.
Off.
Hang the chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all. Bleeding horse.
I said,
where
fuck
were you,
off.
filth?
Back to your
Yes.
We'll cut you down where you stand.
Destroy it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Come on, Sid. I mean, come on, Clive. You took over Sid's name. Can you find those special shortcuts?
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
I guess he's familiar with, he's got his own
We'll
special
find our way into
shortcut
the
too.
city there.
If you're sure. And the entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Black light burns.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
I wonder if we should check out over here before we dip out. There might be some chest for us to open. I don't think there's any shops. Yeah, sure, there might be people we can talk to, but
I'm so hungry.
I gotta say this game has definitely earned its mature rating. Kind of wild to have a mature Final Fantasy game. I keep forgetting to look, but I'm almost positive that this is the only mature rated Final Fantasy game. Which is kind of bizarre that they decide, because I mean, I don't know if people think about it, but like you're potentially cutting off a huge portion of the market
Why won't they let us in?
by making the game mature rating, right? You need to be 18 plus to buy it, at least in the US. So I don't know why they decided to do that. You would think that it would be, they made this game for their, you know, the classic Final Fantasy fans. But, a lot of the classic Final Fantasy fans, or at least some of them, I don't know. I don't personally mind with not having turn-based combat, but a lot of those classic Final Fantasy fans are not a fan of this action RPG kind of style. The fact that they would make it a mature rating, I mean, I suppose. Actually, let's see. You're 18 today. That would be, let's see, 2005. Damn, I'm old. Final Fantasy X was already out at that point. Yeah, maybe there were other fans. I guess we're not all the people that played the original, maybe Final Fantasy 1 or something. Those guys aren't original fans. They're like, the old fans. The ancient fans. You don't think ratings matter when you can just download them off Steam? I mean, well, the game's not on Steam. But I get your point. You can download it off the PlayStation Store. But you would have had to make an account. I mean, if you're just a kid, right? And you don't have any money, and you have to ask your parents to buy you the game. I mean, if they're not stupid and they actually do their due diligence, they'll be like, "Hey, this game's got a mature rating."
This is nothing like I remember it.
Right? They might ask you some questions.
Its luster.
Now, whether you can talk your way out of that, I mean, trust me, I've talked my way. I've talked my way. To get my parents to buy a mature rated game. So it's not impossible, but it's definitely another barrier to entry. But I don't know. I don't even know how many people that are under 18 would even be a fan of Final Fantasy. I mean, maybe the combat and the graphics appeal to them, but the legacy of Final Fantasy might not even appeal to them. Yeah, you got to put it in your credit card, or at the very least, it's got to be already. I mean, maybe it's saved on their PlayStation, but then you'd be spending $70 on a game without telling your parents. Guaranteed ass whipping. At least back in the day. I don't know about nowadays.